In the early stages of the research process for Feathered Heart's music video, I analysed existing media products including digipacks and posters from real artists, as well as actual music videos. The videos I studied covered a range of different genres and artists such as Beyoncé, The Beatles, Sam Smith and Iggy Azalea. Due to stars such as these being very successful and famous, I felt these were ideal artists to research, as they would give me a deeper insight into the conventions of the type of product I wanted to make. Performance-wise, I see Feathered Heart's Let Go music video as being a reactionary representation, as the band is shown singing in a studio. They are singing about a breakup due to cheating. As Feathered Heart's band members are teenagers, this makes them more accessible to their target audience, as well as the subject matter also being relevant to situations teenagers might be facing. Though in terms of the music video's narrative, I feel one could argue that it is both reactionary and radical. From my research into similar media products, I saw that many music videos contained troubled relationships, but they almost always showed the male in the wrong. As I showed the breakdown of a young couple's relationship, I considered this reactionary, not just in terms of the chosen genre, but also compared to real music videos. The aspect that I feel is radical is the fact that it is the female counterpart who is being seen as the villain. I did this to make the narrative more interesting for the audience and to make them challenge the stereotypes they might have. This is unlike Not the Only One by Sam Smith, where a man is shown cheating on his wife. However, Feathered Heart's music video holds more similarities with real media products. For example, in Lady Antebellum's Just a Kiss, the video shows the band singing about another couple's relationship. This is where I got inspired to use this idea in my own music video. Even though the relationship being shown in Just a Kiss was a positive one, I am glad this idea still works with my music video. While conducting my research for Feathered Heart's music video, I looked into a few products which included some aspects of fragment, fetishize, and voyeurism, such as Anaconda by Nicki Minaj and Wiggle by Jason Derulo. This was not relevant for my music video, as it was nor appropriate nor a convention of my chosen genre, which is indie. I definitely do not want my video to be sexualized, as I wanted my audience to be focused on the music and the story being played out. Feathered Heart's music video had a strong relationship between audio and visual. I used the lyric, "I will let go of you," as inspiration when it came to creating the narrative. This means the song lyrics are being shown visually, thus making a strong link between what the audience are hearing and what they are seeing. Let Go also relates to Levi Strauss's theory of binary oppositions. I believe this was achieved through my mise-en-scène choices. I had the male band member wear the same costume as the male actor to create a link between the two individuals, and had the two females wearing dark clothing. I think this gave a sense that one was good and one was bad, influencing the way the audience felt about the characters and the perception of the song. I kept in mind throughout the process that there needed to be consistency between my print products and my music video, as this shows a good level of planning that all successful products require. I believe my poster and digipack looked professional and would succeed in promoting Feathered Heart. I think this was achieved by having a strong vision of what I wanted my products to look like, and how I wanted my stars to be represented from the early research stages. I think the print products accurately represent my star's personality and music style. I decided I wanted Feathered Heart's image to be stereotypical of their music genre, which is indie pop. The photos used in my digipack and poster represent the band as fun and carefree. This relates closely to Richard Dyer's Utopian Possibilities, as I feel their audience would listen to their music for escapism. One reason that makes me think this is Feathered Heart's image is very accessible and relatable. This was in order to make the audience feel more connected with the band. One way I upheld consistency between my print products and music video was filming in the same locations I photographed my stars in for the digipack and poster. I chose to film the performance part of my music video in the studio, as there would be good lighting equipment available for me, as well as backdrops. One reason behind having the band sing against a white backdrop was to keep it simple and enable the audience not to get distracted away from the story and lyrics. The white background and the garden I photographed in were also chosen to represent the band's innocence and youth, as nature and the colour white bring connotations of purity. I feel the song I chose, Let Go, by Like Swimming, nicely contrasts this image. I had a clear idea of the type of shots I wanted from my photo shoots from the beginning. I wanted the band members to appear close and to have the boy next door, girl next door feeling that many teenage indie fans could relate to and aspire to. Looking at Richard Dyer's star theory, I feel certain utopian possibilities were achieved in relation to Feathered Heart's image. I think they very much represent community, as they are their target audience, which would make it reasonably easy to connect with the audience. Looking at this page of the digipack, the band members appear very relaxed and natural. This was also the feel I wanted to create in my music video. I was inspired by photos such as these while I was on my photo shoot. Other pages such as these create a really youthful, positive vibe that I feel many teenagers will want to associate with. Though the song I have chosen is reflective and melancholy, this theme does not run through the music video. Audience feedback is very important when it comes to making any sort of product. Throughout this process, I conducted multiple audience research surveys. The main point I got from this was that many people I asked liked the simplicity of the music video, as it followed the conventions of the genre and allowed them to connect with the story. When I asked about specific parts of the video they liked, around 60% of them said they liked the clip where they could see Siobhan putting on eyeshadow, but the focus was adjusted so you could see the powder dust floating in the air. I really liked the cinematic aspects that I incorporated into Feathered Heart's music video. These aspects consist of black bars and opening credits. 100% of the individuals I asked said they also felt the aspects were an interesting feature that enhanced the professionalism of the music video. I got this idea from Sam Smith's music video, Not the Only One. These aspects were included in his music video, and they created a reasonable sense of class which I found very engaging. Two parts of the music video I was able to develop on after receiving my audience responses were that they wanted to see the two band members together and also thought the glow effect in the flashback scene didn't work well. I was able to build and change my music video based on these critiques by creating split screens to show both Andrea and Travis on screen at the same time, and also adjusting the effects in the flashback scene by making it black and white. After I had completed the final draft of Feathered Heart's music video, I gathered a few of my peers to watch it and then answer one question, so I could see where the video stood at this draft that I was happy to have as a final. I asked, do you feel Feathered Heart's music video is an accurate representation of their genre, which is indie pop? Here's what they said.
I would say yes, it is a very accurate representation of the genres. I find that the chorus is a very good example where it mixes pop and indie together. I like the visuals presented. The mise en scène is very good. The setting, the acting performance and the colours were very indie and reminded me a lot of previous videos I'd seen.
I think that the music video is very indie. I think the song is probably more the indie part of it than the video is really pop. It goes into that kind of genre because the song is very different and it's very like the harmony of it and stuff, and then the video is very pop, just how it is in the performance and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
It's very accurate.
I mean, like in a normal, typical love story, whenever it's like a music video, they always get together at the end. But this one, she doesn't, so different.
She knows she can do better, so she turns around. Yeah, it's good.
I like it.
Alternative storyline,
Yeah.
alternative indie pop.
I used a variety of technologies when it came to producing and editing Feathered Heart's music video and ancillary products. I used Adobe Photoshop to compose and edit the band's poster and digipack. I am very confident with using this program, so I really enjoyed being able to show my skills in the exciting task of creating the ancillary products. I was able to retouch my shots and try a range of different designs. I used features such as the clone stamp tool to remove distractions from the photo, such as a car in the background, a hair out of place, or some unfortunate shadows from the studio shoot. I also added other pictures like the frame in the studio shoot to make it more extravagant, and the iTunes sticker in the corner, both of which I feel were important features as I wanted my product to look as professional as possible. I used Adobe After Effects in the post-production stage of making this music video. I used this software to colour correct some of my footage so it would fit in better with the genre. For example, I made the colours slightly warmer in some parts so it would not look so harsh, and for other shots I changed the brightness and contrast levels to make the mood more appropriate. Filming a music video was great practice when it came to using Adobe Premiere Pro. I am still getting the hang of the software's features, so it was a great opportunity to explore them and see what worked with my vision for the music video. I knew I needed to make the flashback sequence different from the rest of the music video, so the audience would be able to distinguish the change in time. I did this by making the footage black and white and adding motion to the clips. In this software, I was able to create a gentle zoom in these shots. I think this definitely gives the section a dreamlike feel and stands out against the rest of the music video. I was able to create multiple split screens by cropping my shots and arranging them adjacently, leaving a thin black strip between them to show that they were two separate clips. I used my Nikon D50-100 camera for filming the music video. I also used a tripod when appropriate to ensure my shots were stable and level. As I am fairly experienced with photography and this model of camera, I was able to capture some interesting and unusual footage. For example, around the middle of the music video, I tried adjusting the focus in different ways, and as a result I was able to capture the dust of the eyeshadow floating in the air. When I conducted my audience research, many of my peers said it was their favourite shot in the video. I also used websites such as Holia's Creative Blog for Media to upload and track my progress during the production. YouTube was also very important as I could keep a copy of my drafts and photo shoots online and was able to post them to my blog and access them whenever I wanted.